welcome back to BBAI TV, and today we're going to talk about direct object and our indirect object. So I placed a versus there because we're going to compare the direct object and our indirect object today. Okay, so direct object versus indirect object. Okay, so our direct object answers the question what or whom. Okay, so it answers what or whom. And basically, they receive the action. Okay, so they receive the action, and I'm gonna give you an example later on, to learn more about the direct object. Okay, so next, our indirect object answers the question to whom or for whom the action is about. Okay, so it answers to whom, para kay kinsa, and for whom. Okay, for whom the action is for. So that is our indirect object. Okay, so while again our direct object answers the question what or whom, okay, they receive the action. All right, so one thing that we need to take note is that our indirect object here cannot stand alone. Okay, they need a direct object in a sentence. Okay, so while our direct object can stand alone in a sentence, all right, so again our direct object can stand alone in a sentence while our indirect object cannot. Okay, take for example here we have our first sentence. She gave Chris a bag of cookies. Okay, she gave Chris a bag of cookies. So our action verb here is gave, right? We really need to take note our action verb first because that's the key to finding our direct object. So what did she give? She gave a bag, right? So that's our direct object. Now our indirect object is Chris because it answers to whom is that bag for, right? And to whom is it for? It's for Chris. So Chris is our indirect object. Okay? All right. So now let's take another example. Here we have another sentence. Alice caught the baseball. Okay, so this is one sentence where you only have a direct object. Okay, and one thing that we really need to note is our action verb. We need to first find our action verb for us to make sure that we have a direct object, because without the action verb there could not be a direct object. All right, so our action verb here is caught, and our direct object is of course baseball because it answers the question what did Alice catch? Baseball. So baseball is our direct object. All right, now for our third and last example is the sentence Tina threw Sam the ball. Okay, so Tina threw Sam the ball. In this sentence, our action verb is the word threw, right? Threw. So our direct object would be, what did Tina throw? It's the ball. So our ball is the direct object. And if you look at it, we have to ask, to whom did Tina throw the ball? To Sam. So Sam is our indirect object. All right. Okay, so keep in mind that in a sentence, you will find a direct object only after an action verb. Okay, so if you see this direct object in this sentence, here you'll see your action verb caught and the direct object baseball. Now our indirect object in this last sentence, okay, I just really want to emphasize this, that our indirect object, from the word indirect, so it seemed like the sentence went all the way around, like it had to go through your direct object then back to your indirect object. Like in this sentence, Tina threw Sam the ball, so Tina threw the ball to Sam. All right, so I hope you understand the difference between the direct object and indirect object, and I'm glad that you learned something today.